Anytime that we marginalize anyone, anytime we refuse health care to our LGBTQ brothers and sisters, anytime we try conversion therapy or some other way to deny who they are as a child of God, anytime we deny them the same rights and the same freedoms that we claim as our own, anytime we do that, we are doing an injustice.
My view is that in the gay community, we have the issue of two people loving each other. Why should that be considered a sin and something that we want to just discriminate against because we don't understand it? I think we should celebrate love people have for each other, not try to discriminate against those people.
I guess you can go cherry picking through the Bible if you want to find ways to hate someone. But I think if you're going to take one, maybe you should listen to the words of Jesus, who says that you should love your neighbor as yourself. And if you don't know love, you don't know God.
It breaks my heart that so many people now equate Christianity with againstness. Oh, the Christians, they're against gay people. They're against women in ministry. They're against Muslims. They're against. And that's not the gospel. The gospel is this wonderful, astonishing message of love and compassion from a God who created all of us. And never would, I don't believe ever would want someone to be cast out and separated from the community.
Discrimination, from my standpoint as a person of faith in the context of Christianity, discrimination is sinful because you are purposely excluding a child of God from any and all things.
So it is my opinion that when we mistreat any group of the human family, that it's actually an attack on God, that He has made a mistake.
I don't think you can live by the golden rule and discriminate against anyone. It would be antithetical to my faith, my beliefs, and it would serve no good to anyone. It's hard to say that you treat people as you'd like to be treated and then treat them with hatred, because I don't think anybody wants to be treated in a hateful way.
Once the Torah tells us love your neighbor as yourself. 36 times the Torah tells us to be kind to the stranger, to welcome the stranger, to love the stranger, to remember that we were strangers in the land of Egypt. For me, it's a question of how do I take care of people who are the other. I don't have to be black to think that black people should have rights. I don't have to be a woman to think that women should have rights. I don't have to be elderly or disabled in order to think that everyone should be accommodated in society. And I don't have to be gay. I can be a straight person who still supports, actively works for equal rights for all, equal justice under law, and liberty for everyone.
I grew up being called the N-word as if it was LARRYETTA. I remember many things, but I can remember the Klan coming through my neighborhood in a small town of Tifton, Georgia, and the white robes and the fire torches really meant to scare, you know. What doing unto others mean to me is that I will never, ever make someone feel less than the way I was.
To intentionally initiate any kind of either verbal or physical attack on another person for whatever reason is just totally unacceptable and is regarded as sinful. And that would certainly include discrimination based on any category, including same-sex attraction. It simply would be unacceptable.
In my faith, the Lord Allah teaches us to be fair to everybody and to give everybody a chance, to help the needy, to help the less fortunate, to help the people who are not treated with justice and fairness. And my interest in the LGBT community is the fact they're just like everybody else, have the right to exist the way they want to exist and have the right to proceed with their lives, love who they want, and be who they are.
When Lakota people pray, instead of ending the prayer with the amen, we say mitakuye oyase. And what mitakuye oyase means is that everything is my family, everything is my relative. And so we have that affirmation of no matter how different you are, you're still me. No matter how different I am, I'm still you. And so if I do something cruel to you, I do something cruel to me.
We've got to win over these legislators to the point where the LGBT community is protected just like everyone else under the human rights statutes in the state. That has to happen. We're going to win this. There's no doubt in my mind. I want to stay alive a little longer because I want to see some of those victories.